So guys, what is going down? Welcome to a little Q&A. Before we get into this, guys, you know you want to thumbs up the vid. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. It's been a while since me and Jem have done this.
It's been a long time.
It's been like 3 years, guys.
Yep.
So thumbs it up right now if you just pumped to see us together in a shot. I don't think we even had like a shot in our comp prep together. Unless it was me vlogging you, like, you're like in the corner, you're like, don't film me. And I'm like, hey, Jem's doing this prep too. We, guys, have not done a Q&A vid since 3 years ago, probably. Yeah. The very start of our relationship. And here we are, we're still together. We made it.
Now. That awkward laugh.
Hey, go little cunt.
Is that my
Spray
Christmas
him.
tree?
Spray him. Guys, Blue's been...
Blue! He's on the bench as well! Get down!
He's gonna run in here, look.
He's on the bench fucking with the ribbons.
Holy boy.
This is our spray bottle for Blue. It's come in very handy.
Literally, since we put the Christmas tree up,
Since I put the Christmas tree up.
I don't know why I said
that was all me. All of it.
I don't even know if I showed them. Maybe you'll see it in Jemma stuff. But he's been just taking the decorations off and running around the house with them, and it's just been a nightmare.
It's a nightmare, but it's also so cute because he loves them so much. I'm like, oh, but I know.
Made me get up earlier this morning, actually, so not a bad thing, really. So we're gonna get into this Q&A, guys. But first of all, this Q&A is brought to you by the new Gymsties drop happening on Thursday night this week. 7:30 Queensland time, Thursday night, we're dropping the new vintage sleeveless tanks. No, I'm not wearing one because we've cut it very close with our printer. I can barely get them in time for the photo shoots on the day. It's a crazy, like this right now for the timing, but there's such good shit. It's just like this, right? Like that's how close it is. Yeah. You guys wait till you see the prints. They're gonna be insane. It's just, that's why it's taking so long, because they're just such high quality. We print everything locally in the Gold Coast here in Australia, so appreciate you guys who support that. Obviously it's a lot more expensive for us to do that. And yeah, also we're gonna be doing all the new track shorts. Oh, I just happen to have some here. Stone Grey.
That's nice.
We got the white. You guys might recognize these if you followed me 2 years ago. We've brought them back due to popular demands. And then we've got the lavender.
Wow, is that not goals? That's colour fucking goals, man.
Well, they look sick with a black shirt if anyone's
wanting
some fashion tips.
I'm getting an ice pack and I'm putting it on me because you're so warm.
Let's give you a squirt, mate.
You're lost. I don't know what you're doing, but it's lame. So
guys, on Instagram last week, I asked for some questions. I said in the thing, I was like, I'm gonna answer every single question we get, so are you ready for this?
Yeah, I saw a couple of them about training splits and shit, and I was like...
Oh, it's pretty serious, it's pretty intense. Also, for anyone who doesn't know Jemma, this is my girlfriend Jemma. Been getting a lot of new subscribers on the channel lately, so that is her. And yeah, there's probably gonna be some really dumb questions.
We're not answering the dumb ones.
I said we're gonna answer every single question, so we have to.
Well, if it's a dumb question, you're gonna get a dumb answer.
Yes.
Boom!
Or just an evil look from Jemma. If it's a dumb question, evil look from Jemma.
Alright.
Okay, first one is just an emoji. Shot, bro. Don't know if you got the point of the post. I think you missed the point on that one. But
are you gonna read the names?
Yeah, I will actually, but not that guy because he just did this. It's not even a...
You
don't deserve that. So Loz Newport asks, next goals on competing, keep it up you too.
Next goals of competing would be next year, probably for the NZ comp for me. Personally, I'm very far from wanting to diet for a long time. I just want to relax for a bit and just go to the gym and not have the pressure, but next year for sure NZ comp is what I'll be aiming for. Well, it's funny because you got your feedback and all I said is you just need to be leaner, so there's nothing you need to change with it. You don't need an off season, you don't need to build, there's no improvements you I just don't want to diet.
You just want to diet. I just don't need to hear that. I was like, because you should, if anything you should just do the next show because you're at the point they want. You just need to be leaner, so. If anything, I'll be better next year, I'm sure. With me, I'm just going to play it by ear. I'm not going to say anything, but I'll definitely do more comps in the future if it suits my lifestyle. And it's very easy to get into competing and start getting competitive and being like, oh, I want to, you know, win this show, go pro, or do all this kind of stuff. But it's like, at the end of the day, if that's going to help you in your life goals and your overall what you're trying to do, go for it. Or if you don't have heaps of stuff going on and maybe it's like a way into getting a bit more opportunities or feeling a bit more inspired. You know, it's cool when you come to the comps, you kind of see what other people are doing in the industry and you get that like foot in the door kind of thing. So, but for me, you know, I've got a lot going on anyway, so it's not like it's a massive thing for me, but in saying that, I'd love to compete again and I'm sure I will. So But my priorities right now are just channel, you guys, business, Gymsties, and making the business successful again, like it was years ago. Robert Halkett, did you have to go on testosterone or any other medical treatments following gyno surgery? I did not. I don't think that getting gyno surgery affects your hormones in any way, so I don't think
very
you need to do
small surgery. It's not that invasive, really. Like
yeah, if any of you guys actually have any questions about the gyno surgeries, actually DM me on Instagram. I've got a new doctor here in Australia who's doing them. I'm probably going to start promoting him a bit, but if any of you guys want to get that done, because now Dr. Mitchell doesn't do them, just give me a DM on Instagram and I'll let you know the details there. He's got all the
contacts.
Yeah, I'm your guy.
You're the gyno.
I'm the gyno guy.
Yeah, you are.
Actually, it's a good little. It's not an analogy when it's two. It's a simile, a simulation. When you got two words that are
a synonym.
G and G, you know.
Oh no, isn't that alliteration?
No. Maybe, I don't know.
It's alliteration.
It's not. It's comment below, guys. What is it? Crash is Cam. How do you calculate maintenance calories for women? For example, guys, a good ballpark estimate to start is body weight in libs times 15. Honestly, I did not know that. But what's the ballpark for women who are overweight having body fat greater than 30? I'd say your best bet is anyone.
You'd work out your calories that you're on for now, right? And if you're gaining weight, how much?
I guess technically you could do that. There's lots of different ways you could go about it. For me personally, like let's say if I had a female client, I'd say I'd just ask everything like her activity levels, height and weight and age is a big one. Usually actually you can go into like just any kind of online calculator if you Google it for BMR, and if you put those numbers in, it'll give you your, what the standard person with those kind of attributes, what their basal metabolic rate is, so how many calories you'd burn a day doing nothing, lying in bed, and then from there you kind of guesstimate and change things for the activity levels and stuff like this. A lot of these calculators have that as well. But in saying that, obviously it's a guesstimate, so what I always do with my clients anyway, you got to start somewhere, it's like you can't just get the perfect calories straight away. So you start somewhere and then you just follow that consistently for 2 to 3 to 4 weeks, see what your body does, and if it doesn't do anything, chances are then that's kind of your maintenance calories. So, and you go from there. But if you want to start, just Google the BMR thing. That's probably the easiest thing to do. Small Town Sweet Love, Chris, he's actually a client of mine, shout out to Chris. During your comp prep, how hard was it to not kill each other when the going got tough? What's your secret? Keep kicking goals, otherwise y'all, we fucking get in it.
What's the secret?
It was hard. It was hard. When did you want to kill me most? Because to be honest, you struggled at the start of the prep as well as the end. Because at the start I was making you eat more food.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
You're so annoyed at me.
I had to eat. Probably at the start was the worst. Yeah, he was making me eat so much food, and it was physically almost impossible. I'd be gagging at the end of every meal because there'd be just too much. So that was the worst. I think I'd rather, well, it's funny. When you're eating a lot of food, all you want to do is be hungry. And when you're hungry, all you want is food. So you can't win either way. But at the start, I think that was the hardest because I was just sick of the food. And it wasn't like fun food. It was like
I think you're more annoyed at me trying to kill me at the start.
Yeah, but at the end, I think it was easier.
At the end, we weren't trying to kill each other. We were just trying to both not die ourselves, I think.
We were trying to survive.
Seriously, when you're shredding, like when you've got a bodybuilding comp, there's a difference between getting lean for summer and it's like a bit easier. When you got a bodybuilding comp, you just have to do everything to drop body fat as much as you can. If that means you have to go on like a hard deficit, if you've got that time frame, you just have to do it.
Well, yeah, we both did actually.
We both did, yeah, exactly. So I hope that answers your question. Fuck.
What was that?
When's the next hats now that the comp's done? Jem, I'll let you take this.
For Matt?
I think it's probably for me. That's a good question. I think if anything, see, if I start doing anything else to the front of my physique, it's going to start covering up and throwing off the balance of my physique. I'm kind of at a point with my tats, I can still look like I am wide up top with a small waist. So I think if I started doing anything on this shoulder, it'd make me look less wide, and anything on this arm, I don't know, I just feel like it's just going to be too much. So for the front, I'm pretty much done. If anything, I've always wanted to tap my neck up and just blast it all up here. That looks cool during, like when you're wearing clothes, I think, but if you're shirtless, for me, my thing's fitness, it looks a bit funny. It kind of makes you look like
the back's good as
a turtleneck kind of wear or something, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it does.
Which I think still can look cool sometimes, especially I like when people are just like arms, chest, and neck, and like just everything's done, then it suits it. But like for me, if I didn't do this arm and I got the neck done, I feel like that just throws you off if the shirt's off. But, and you know, fitness for me is my biggest thing, and I'm not like a fashion model where I'm like wearing this all the time on my Instagram and like in my life, and like, you know.
Yeah, he's usually got no shirt on.
Yeah, and especially in the Gold Coast when it's so hot. So actually next tat, I was thinking about it strategically. If anything, it's going to be above my Live for Greatness on my back. It'll be up on the neck, coming up, I don't know. If anything,
First I've heard.
Yeah, no. I was just thinking of this the other day, but when are your red V2 track shorts dropping, Tony Upton? They will be dropping in February, the very start of February. Whether we do maroon again or maybe like more of an actual red, I think. Here we go, some involvement for you here, dear. PJ006 Marsden, do you guys see children in your future?
I definitely do.
I see children everywhere.
I want to have probably 2 kids, but I want a dog first. I want a dog first, like
5 cats, a dog. Ooh, Al just sent me a photo of the new thing.
Shit! Oh, it looks so good.
Oh, that's looking sick.
Wow.
I'm gonna try to show you guys this without ruining the exposure on the thing. If I trick it into thinking it's my face, there we go. These are gonna be on the charcoal sleeveless tanks.
Anyways, carry on.
Yeah, back to the Instagram.
Yeah, I want a dog baby first, because I am ready for kids, but I see it in the future.
Oh, it's the children, yeah. Sorry.
That was it, I answered.
Yeah, I just got deep into Jimsy stuff.
Oh, he didn't answer. Do you see children in your future?
I see children in my past, my present, and my future. They're everywhere. No, yes.
He's getting all awkward. Is this a no?
No. I'm not ready to be a dad. I'm just saying that now.
He's not like a kid person.
No, I love kids, but I just don't see that I could handle the responsibility of being a father. I can barely look after myself.
He loves kids, but he's also super awkward around kids. He doesn't know how to socialize with a child.
What do I do to it?
He if he holds a baby, he's like it's just very awkward.
Yeah, literally, yeah. And I get emotional as well, it like brings tears to my eyes when
Does
I see that shit.
it?
Yeah, I'm like weird with kids.
Imagine you wouldn't be able to watch me give birth then, you'd probably be born.
Yeah. What? I'll be born.
Bawling your eyes out.
I'll be bawling. Fucking bawling, bro.
It's so beautiful.
Alex Schluter asks, he's actually a client of mine as well. Did you do anal into cardio routines prep? During prep? Wait, did you add anal into cardio routines pre-comp? I fucked the whole question up. It's a stupid question anyway though, isn't it? So give them a look.
Pretty disappointed.
Ever gonna bring out shoes for your brands as a McGrath? No. That's the answer. Have you watched The Game Changers? If so, what are your thoughts on it and its findings? DZ Donald, actually Corey, a client of mine.
We did watch it.
Yes.
It was very well done.
No, it wasn't. It was appalling.
No, it was a well done, it was made well. It was great. It was like very entertaining.
I was bored during it, but okay.
I thought it was really well made and I really enjoyed it. But also don't agree with most of the stuff that they said, but I still enjoyed watching it.
Here's the thing, Corey, this is going to be a deep answer for you. I know he actually worked, and he's a client of mine. He worked
is he the one that worked in the meat factory or whatever?
I told you that.
Yeah,
he worked in a, pretty much killing chickens and all that stuff. So he doesn't eat chicken anymore.
Yes, right.
So here's the thing, when I watched it, Corey basically, I just wish that it was a documentary where it was just mainly highlighting the fact that you can be vegan and be an elite athlete and still perform well and all this stuff. Instead, they kind of started misconstruing scientific data and just there's just a lot of dumb things in it where they're like, oh, people think you need protein for energy. No one thinks that. Protein is for recovery. No one's thinking that. Here's where and again, showing the bloods. They went from, there's just heaps of inconsistencies with it. They went from talking about vasodilation of your veins and all this stuff, and then they went to showing murky bloods, and it's like, they didn't say, what's the correlation between those two things? They didn't show they're just kind of trying to spook you and stuff, I think.
They kind of ruined their own argument by not showing both sides. It kind of made it seem biased, whereas if they had more of a factual documentary, people would have probably paid more attention. But it's now
but people are fucking dumb. So lots of people would have watched it and be like, oh my god, I'm stopping meat. If I watched that 3 years ago, I would have been like, I stopped eating meat. Me and Jim used to watch, you know, things like this, and we were so emotional and into it. But here's what I think they should have done for the Game Changers. I think because here's my thing with meat. I morally, I think it's like pretty appalling what they're doing in like big countries where it's just, you know, it's just ethically, it is pretty fucked up. Australia, I think it's a lot better down here. Same with New Zealand, where I was born. But
you grew up with killing your own
well, yeah, we grew up on a
food.
farm. We were like live with our animals for a year and then kill them or whatever it is. I don't personally do that, but when it comes to the game changes, I feel like it would have been great if they said, hey, you can be an elite athlete. These are the benefits and stuff. Instead of trying to make meat the enemy and stuff like this. But even just showing ethically the things, like I think that's more of a convincing argument instead of trying to demonize meat. And you know, a lot of the meat they were demonizing, I think it's messed up. There's a lot of things I agree with in it about the meat industry with the advertisements and, you know, it being like, oh, you're a man if you eat like 3 big patties in a burger. I think that the overconsumption of meat is absolutely ridiculous. You know, a lean meat meal a couple of times a day, I think is, you know, great and healthy. So. And
also buying meat, but eating all of it. You don't just throw it away. That's what I really hate when we do that as well. When we throw meat away. So when we buy meat or we eat all of it. So like we try not to have any wastage, which is also important.
Yes, definitely. So yeah, game changers, I didn't like the way it was run personally, like with what they were showing and stuff.
I enjoyed it. Yeah, it just wasn't right.
Yeah, but that's just my personal answer. So, Kemma Brooke Shaw 32, what's your 2 current training split like at the moment? Also, keep up your amazing work, guys. You're killing it. Thank you.
I'll go first. What training split?
You've been on the 1 day a week.
I've been on the 1 a week. Look, in my defense, it's my fault. I should be going to the gym.
In my defense, fitness was just a fad to look.
Yeah, literally did it for 16 weeks. Nah, I've been working such long days recently. Now's a crazy time of year for me at work. I work in retail, if you didn't know. And coming up to Christmas, they need more workers. So I've been working 11-hour days or 10-hour days most of the week. And I'm absolutely exhausted because I work on my feet all day. So I've been struggling a bit, but I'm definitely trying to make an effort to get back into my training split. But at the same time, I'm enjoying not having that pressure of needing to be at the gym and like the freedom almost. I'm much happier without that pressure, but at the same time, I will be getting back into my training split. When I do, I'll probably be doing probably legs and glutes 3 times a week because I want to work on that, even though it doesn't need work according to my feedback. And then probably upper body once a week. Yeah, that's pretty much it. 4 to 5 times a week I'll be hitting the gym.
Yeah, cool.
What's yours?
I think, yeah, for gym guys, you just maxed out towards the end of the comp.
Yeah.
And you just were over it after.
I was so over it.
Yeah.
I was like really low on calories. And I'm not going to say it because it's different for everyone.
To be fair, you have not rebounded anything like, for how much and normally you've been eating and not training, you haven't rebounded like crazy.
Yeah, I've rebounded a bit. I'm not to the point of no return yet, but I'm definitely noticing, and I don't like how much weight I've put on, but
that's the thing. That's the thing. Like,
comp, like,
yeah, we both had a strict reverse diet actually planned out a few days after the comp, and we just mentally we just kind of like didn't want to do it. You know,
we just didn't want to.
Yeah, like sometimes, don't get me wrong, it's I mean more often than not it's actually great to reverse diet out of it, but if you're really that over it and it's going to affect your life still, like, you know, you guys saw how we were these last few weeks, reverse dieting is like no different coming out.
It's literally the same.
It's like the same almost for like at least for a few weeks, and it just depends, like, you know, what you're doing with your life and stuff. So current training split for me, I'm pretty much doing I guess you could say I'm doing a push-pull legs, basically. That's pretty much what I'm doing right now. Chest and shoulders, and then I'll usually do back and arms, and then I'll do a leg day as well. So that's pretty much my split at the moment. Personally, I actually enjoy training like more of a bro split, so like 4 different sessions a week, and then I'll train every day. But that's only if I'm training every day. Like, for anyone out there living, like, if you're living your life, this is the thing as well in the Gyno body vid that I did as well. Like, I'm not saying you can't do a 3-day split and you know, get away with it and see results on it. The problem with his programs though, he does not have efficiently well scientifically worked out 3-day full body split. It's like a bro split on the 3-day thing. So you just need to do what suits your lifestyle. I get that at the end of the day, but you know, for some people training 3 days a week is more than nothing, and that's just what they need. So for me, I like to train every day if I am really into it. Some days Usually when I'm just on my push-pull legs, like at the moment I've been doing like 5 to 6 days. That's kind of the sweet spot for me right now. Max Booth 98, what is your heaviest bench press either of you have ever done?
I don't train chest. I've started training chest after the comp.
Answer the question, you weak little... you weak.
The heaviest I've ever done is 40 kilos and I can't remember how many reps it was for. But I haven't trained chest in literally probably 2 years.
Well, you trained it a couple of times in me the last few weeks.
Yeah, but besides that, before that.
Fair enough.
But
you need to train more chest though. I'm trying to get her to train more chest because it's...
I agree.
It's good for you. Heaviest bench. Dude, I did 130 kgs years ago when I was actually on gear. And I wasn't training for bench press. And I was like 92, 94 kgs. And how dumb is that? Because now, like this year, I'm natural now. Like I've been natural for 4 years. So this year, training naturally, I was training for strength and only just managed to build up over like months and months up to 130, and I just failed on 130, so 125 is kind of my max at the moment, which is how dumb is that, you know? Like,
crazy. That's so crazy.
It's nuts, man.
What is that doing to your body to make you like superhuman?
It's crazy, yeah. It's some crazy stuff. So definitely, guys, I recommend staying natural if you can. I'm actually working on a video right now of my physique comparison from now to when I used to be on gear, and just going over all the pros and cons of what I found at the time of being on gear all those years ago when I came off it, and I did that crazy vid where I was like angry in the car park and stuff. It was a very emotional video for me, and you know, I was really one-sided in that vid, but I'm keen to kind of do the both sides of the fence kind of vid on that. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. Max as well, any thoughts of traveling through Oz or anywhere else? Yeah, we definitely want to. We need to travel more. We need to get out more.
He's got a thing for caravans, if you didn't know. Freezy loves caravans. Every time we drive past a sick caravan, he's like, we need that, we need that. So one day we'd love to have a little motorhome and go traveling, but we've got Blue and I don't know how he'd go in a motorhome.
Yeah, that'd be so sick, man.
He'd probably be fine, but yeah.
So if anything, if anyone's got a caravan business,
yeah, hit us
DM
up.
on Instagram. Nikki Russell, what are some good boy names? I actually answered this. This is one question I answered on Instagram. I say Cletus or Alfred.
I would say, because she probably genuinely wants to know, my kind of name, I've already thought of a couple names for my kids. I really like the name for a boy or a girl. I think that's
Why are you giving them our kids' names?
Yeah, so I'm gonna say you can't use it.
Bailey Amaya says, if you were 140 kgs like myself, what workout routine eating plan would you follow to transform yourself properly? I see a lot of workout and meal plans advertised, but never for big fat guys like me who can hardly walk a kilometer. Bailey, the best thing you can start doing would be to start walking, 100%, and just...
Ooh, swimming would be amazing, because there's no pressure on your joints.
Yeah.
Do swim classes, they're amazing.
Cross trainer as well. Start just getting into the gym and just start with some cardio. Honestly, the more fat you can lose, the easier you're gonna find being able to move around, and you're just gonna start feeling better. And in terms of your diet, don't do anything overly crazy. I think just cut out, you know, food that you know is extremely bad. And for your meals, just bring your portion sizes down a little bit. I'd say that's the best place to start.
Cut out any liquid calories if you don't need them.
Great advice. Yeah, if you're eating, drinking, any like juices or smoothies or anything like that, cut that stuff out.
Change it to sweetener. Little things.
Yeah, definitely. So give me a message in a few months as well if you do that. I'll be keen to hear from you. And know as well, like it's possible. Like I've had so many clients, and one of my clients, Justin, I think when he first hit me up towards the end of last year, he was weighing in about 130 kgs or something like that. I'm working with him right now. He's down to 105, I think. Wow, that's amazing. So he's actually the man, Justin. Shout out to you, bro. But yeah, it's just gonna take time as well. So it's just that consistency over time of you know, getting the exercise in. In terms of the workout routine, start with the cardio. Cross trainer. I recommend the cross trainer. It's my new thing actually.
It is.
Sway Zando, yo, what's up guys? When do you plan on doing another Gymstees drop, and will you ever bring out some new limited edition gears? They were pretty cool. Yeah, this Thursday. This Thursday we got the new drop, and they're limited edition as well. That's the answer.
Does he mean the 1 of 30s though?
Oh yeah, okay. He means like the 1 of 30s, I think.
He means the OG 1 of 30s.
Yeah, I'm not too sure at this stage, so yeah, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna do it next one, because you know, when you just like want to please someone, you're like, yeah, we'll do it. I'm not too sure. Nagra Music, when is the rap song dropping, bro? So this guy Nagra, we've been in touch on Instagram. He sent me a few beats. He's actually a music producer. He's done shit for like Lil TJ. I think that's probably like one of his biggest. T Grizzly, he's got a song for him and stuff. Like he's got some pretty big names, you know. But we keep in touch on Instagram, and I told him, I was like, my goal this year for 2019 is to drop a rap music video on my channel.
You really got a
And I never did it. I'm sorry, I'm a failure. Yeah, I've been cooking up those lyrics though, bro. Don't you worry. 2020, it's happening. Would you ever consider, I feel like a failure. You know when you say you're gonna do something, I'm like, I'm definitely doing this. And my goals went all fitness again, and like, it just, yeah. Chris Hungerford, would you ever consider getting back on gear in the future for competing purposes only? It's definitely crossed my mind, man. It definitely has, but that's when I'm getting into that competing itch and competitive side of me. For my overall health and my life, it's not something that appeals to me personally. Like it does, it's a real hard tear between, like, because I know the benefits of it, and I know my mindset now would be a lot different if I did it compared to when I was young all those years ago. It's a no. Like, it's a no right now, and if I ever did it, I think, I don't even know, like, I would be open with it, but I'd be saying while I'm doing it, I'm like, guys, I don't recommend you do this, because I don't think you should. So, that's just, you know, that's my view. And I know a lot of my friends who are on gear, and they're like, they're gutted that they have to be on gear to get the results they want. And that's just the truth of it. So, Shay said, how much do you love me? It's your work, boss.
So much.
Pay rise, incoming. I feel like you guys would be awesome parents, says Chase. Do you see yourselves having kids in the future? I guess we just answered that. So.
Yeah, I think we'd be really good parents too. And yes, we do.
Yeah, we'll take that one. No, I'll be the worst. Honestly, I would not be good. No, it's not happening anytime
It's just
soon.
because he's weird with other people's kids. I reckon if it was his kid, he'd have like the best time ever.
Jake Goldsmith 17, do you ever worry that living the entrepreneurial lifestyle may not work out for yourself in the long run? Do you think you could ever go work for someone else? That's actually a good question.
It's an interesting question.
To be honest, man, it's something I haven't been thinking about it lately. It's one of those things though, when things are going bad, like in your life with your business and stuff, you do start to question these things. You think, maybe am I going to be the person that it's not going to work out for? And when you think like that, it can be a self-fulfilling prophecy. So you really need to be careful and check your mindset. It's a lot easier said than done. Right now, for me, like if I needed to go and work for someone else, like I'd do it if it was for a specific reason. If it was like everything's like going wrong and I'm fucked and I need to do it as a temporary thing financially to put me in a better position. Let's say if we went broke and then we had a kid and some stuff like that, like I'd do that. I'm not opposed to doing that if it was for the better of my family and all that kind of stuff. Family, do you like I said that?
Thank you.
But yeah,
he's not against it, but definitely wouldn't do it willingly. You'd want to keep working on your own stuff.
But right now, dude, when you live the entrepreneurial lifestyle, the reward that comes from it, man, like there's challenges, so many challenges, it looks easier than it is. Looks like I just probably make YouTube vids and yay, we're a perfect couple, perfect life. It's like, it's not like that at all. But right now I'm not worried about that. You know, like if you can't be, if you always are, you're gonna end up there. And worst come worst, if you're, you know, the worst thing that could happen, to get like a job, but it'd be temporary because it's in my veins now, like, and I can see the success of it, how good it can go if you get things right, and the reward, you know, for me personally, as challenging as it is, that rewards is outweighing on the, you know, the negatives of it. So, and you only live once, man. Like, so you know what?
True.
Like, go for your dreams, go for that shit.
Take those risks.
Yeah.
Murder that person.
What? Is that off something?
It's a meme.
Could I have the water? It's getting pretty hot in here. I told you, we're going to answer every question. Pia Norway, Jemma, have you and Freezy watched any... Oh my god.
Is that not amazing?
It actually works. The ice pack
him.
works. I thought she was dramatic.
No, it's amazing.
Gemma, have you and Freezy watched any South Korean movies? They are surprisingly good, and some are going to make you get big feels.
Oh, no we haven't, but if you could drop some names of the ones that'll get us in the feels,
yeah,
please
comment
feel
below
free.
Any recommendations for it.
As long as I've got subtitles.
Stacey Family, this must be for you. When you put in a ring on it.
Well no, that's definitely for you.
You gotta put the ring on it.
I actually already have a ring on it, but it's not from him. It's from my lover. This is my grandma's ring. That's why I wear it on this finger. It's just comfy.
Someone's question, IRS023. In this relationship for how much time? Oh, I thought they said is this relationship going to go for how much time? Like
6 months, hit me up, DM me, I'll be free.
3. Yeah, that does sound like that. Look,
I give it another 6 more months.
We've been together 3.5 years probably, yeah, I think.
That's crazy.
It was our 3 year this year. We went and watched fireworks, it was cool. Singing fitness, what's your best advice for someone who is competing for the first time? Oh, and shout out me in your next vid, Lameo. 2 questions, I guess. Well, you're getting a shout out now, bro.
I can help you with this one.
Competing for the first time, yeah, you'll
first time, be prepared for the ups and downs, full show. I thought it was good. Well, no, I knew it was going to be hard, but it's very, 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 very hard. And then be prepared for the aftermath of after the comp. I was like, it's going to be easy to reverse. I'm fine with it. It's so hard mentally. So I would be prepared for that. That's probably the worst part of it. People will riot. It's the
reverse dieting is a new concept. Like,
oh, is it?
It was not around when I was competing 6 years ago. Into a men's physique, and then I'd just blow out after the comp. I used to think it was cool to like eat as much as I could, and for 2 weeks be like this huge pumps in the gym, just crazy, and then just turn the fat like that third week, and you're
scary.
like, well,
I feel like that's happened to me.
But yeah, definitely best advice would be
well, have a good
just shred hard, man. Shred hard. Yeah, definitely. If it's your first one, man, you need that guidance. I 100%. I prep myself now because you know I've done it so many times. I know my body a lot better. I'm a bit older, you know what I mean? But even still, like, having, like, next show I do, I always say to someone, like, yeah, next show I'll have someone to look over me better, but I think I will next time just because I know when you're doing the comp, you can think you look better than you do. You can cherry pick lighting and stuff, and then you don't want to then start freaking out 2 weeks before the comp when you see someone else in person you're competing against. You're like, oh my god, hang on, what the fuck?
It's nice to have a second opinion as well. If you're not sure about something, you're like,
DM me, bro. If you want some coaching for your comp, DM me. T. Schmitty, what is your daily caffeine intake during and post prep? Good question, eh?
We were on no supplements really during our prep. We had black coffee twice a day.
We got sick of, I think we started with some pre-workouts and stuff.
Ugh, yeah.
And we just got sick of it. Like, I think 6 weeks in, our taste buds just changed a lot, and we just...
You don't tolerate things anymore. You just like, it literally makes you sick. It's weird.
Yeah, I couldn't even drink a pre-workout without feeling sick.
I had to stop drinking coffee altogether in the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, you went off coffee.
I couldn't even drink black coffee. It made me physically sick. Just wanted to vomit. It was so weird. So
realistically, like even right now, we have a morning coffee, and then I think you usually have an afternoon coffee.
If I'm working, I'll have an afternoon coffee.
I just have one coffee in the morning, and maybe once every second day I'll get a Red Bull sugar-free before I train. Sometimes we
really don't have that much caffeine. We're not like massive caffeine people.
T. Schmitty as well. You don't talk much about supplements. What sub brands do you like, and why don't you have a sub sponsor? Honestly, I probably should take more subs. Like I know they're supplementary to helping you, but the most part, training, food, and you're good. People put too much emphasis on supplements. Like they're like, I need a pre-workout to have a good training session. It's like
it's better you don't have a pre-workout. You shouldn't rely on it.
Yeah, like. It's like
you want to enjoy going to the gym.
It's real interesting as well. I find people that need pre-workouts, it's like they don't enjoy their session. Like there's something when you can actually slow things down and get more of a contraction and like feel it, and you're more in touch and in tune with your body. Sometimes I find stimulants, they kind of get you out of that. So other stimulants are good though. When you get a pre-workout that's not super harsh with some pump stimulants in it.
Oh my god, yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like I just don't buy it. I just don't spend my money on it personally. If someone gives it to me, I get sent stuff all the time. You know, I try supplements all the time, but I'm not a big over-relier on them. And it's just personally, and protein powder, I just use Optimum Nutrition Whey because it's the best.
And we buy that ourselves. Yeah,
I spend my own money. I'm not sponsored or anything. I just spend my own money on stuff. And I think anyone who gets a sponsorship, people are always like, oh yeah, it needs to be in line with like what I do and shit. And it's like, the best sponsorships, like if Optimum sponsored me now, it's like the best sponsorships are the ones that you would actually spend your own money on the stuff, not just if they send it to you, you will take it because it's all good.
And he's tried a lot of proteins, and that's what we always go back to. Sorry.
To be fair, Prana has just sent me some stuff like the vegan protein. I haven't tried it yet because I'm too scared because the last stuff I didn't like that they did.
And it upsets his stomach real easy.
They've reformulated, so maybe it's all good, but I just don't want to risk taking it and like hating it and feeling sick.
It's a big deal because you're sick for a couple hours.
You know, when you just found your protein powder, it doesn't make you feel super shit, and I find Optimum's like that for me because a lot of them do.
Name the supplements you do take though, because you take fish oil and stuff.
Oh yeah, fish oil.
Fish oil,
magnesium,
What's
and
the other one?
glucosamine for my joints. That's what I say. RQ Oliver, how are you doing? We're doing good. Smile. Deep Chilper, when are you re-releasing the old black on black, white on white, and red tops? Those were dope. Probably not, but maybe in the future. Like, things come back around. Shake a share.
Sure.
Rourke Donaldson, would you ever start taking PEDs again? I guess I answered that. Serge Taweta, do you use even floss, bruh? Do you mean teeth floss or do you mean the dance?
Should we try floss?
No.
Okay.
That dance is well over.
I can floss.
Gone. You just want to show you
Just
can do
because
it.
he can't floss.
Jasper Heel said vibey, not a question.
I agree. I say vibey all the time. Well, that's vibe. That's vibe.
I'm Ricardo. Freezma, what made you make the shift to Oz? Everything, man. It's so good over here. Like, the lifestyle.
I'm getting a headache.
It's because it's hot. I mean, that's the one bad thing. It's hot. That's one bad thing. But everything, dude, it's so good over here. Just the vibe, man. Just the vibe. There's so much. People are happier. People have more money in their pockets at the end of each pay week. Rent's cheaper. Well, it depends where you go. So if you went to Sydney, you'd be fucked. Here in Gold Coast, it's a lifestyle. It's like, it's so nice. It's amazing.
The winters here on the Gold Coast are perfect.
Beautiful. That's the main reason. Weather. And I was just sick of New Zealand. It was just a bit.
It's too small for you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Alex.Wade, should you drop calories on rest days during the bulk? If so, by how much? Personally, I wouldn't. I'd work out your calories for the week, for the 7 days, and average that out for your daily calories. Because it's not like you're gonna drop fat, gain fat, or like if you're, on a rest day, if you're worked out for the week, that's essentially the same thing. You're just averaging out over your days, and then that way, because I get hungrier when I'm not training. So then you're not gonna, cut your calories in half on that day, and then you're gonna be way hungry. It's gonna be harder for you to follow your diet. So, Han Jamalan, best and worst prep ever? I guess that's a good question.
I mean, I've only done one, so that was my best and worst.
Easy one for you. For me, my best, I guess my worst prep was my first one.
Was it?
Yeah, well, because my body got nowhere near where it should have.
Yeah.
Because, your first one, it's always, you learn your body and stuff like that. So, but it was fun, my first one. So it would have been similar to you. Like, your next prep will get you in way better shape.
Yeah.
Whether I do that or we get you another coach, so it's not as much pressure on the relationship. And
it's
my best prep.
I was just gonna, because you just said if we get a different coach, I was gonna say it's nothing against him if I did get another coach for next year. It's more just so for his sanity when he's prepping at the same time. It does make it quite hard for him to worry about me as well at the same time. And I ask a lot of questions with the diet and all that, so it can be quite hard for him to stay on top of me and his own prep. So I would purely just get another coach to give him that freedom of not having to coach me, and also he doesn't have to see me struggling a lot and know that he's done that in a way. That's kind of the reason.
Me and Jemma are actually working on I don't know how soon it will be, but like a transformation vid of going over her thing week by week and showing how we got her lean. So keep an eye out for that vid. My best prep.
What's the best one?
Probably the men's physique I did years ago. It's still my best prep. I wouldn't say my worst prep, but the problem with this prep, I was way too casual about it. Because compared to last year, I'm like, well, my starting point's so much better. I can eat way more food, and I just thought I could eat way more food than I was getting away with. I tried to start on like minimal cardio. There's just things that I should have just gone straight into it mentally, and I didn't. I tried to ease into it too much. My strength, like gaining strength was my goals at the start of the prep, and I just, that doesn't align with the end goal, which is the bodybuilding. So yeah, maybe this was my worst ever prep. Josh 21 NZ, what's Freezma's fetish? Don't tell him.
I'm just trying to think if you even have one.
Fetish, is it fetish like sexual?
Yeah.
Could it be not sexual?
It could be not sexual.
Nah, fetishes are sexual though.
He wants to know it in a sexual way, I'm sure.
Fetish?
You don't have one really.
I'm not that much of a freak, eh?
No, you're not.
There's your answer, Josh. Little do they know. Jamie Blouse, what is your max bench, deadlift, squat, and overhead press? Max overhead press, 85 kgs. Oh my god, Kino Body can do more than you. He can do 100. That's what I'm gonna get.
A vegan athlete can do more than you.
Max barbell press overhead, 85 kgs. Failed on 90 kgs, but again, like if I kept training for that's when I was training for my strength. I ended up doing the comp prep, so I lost a lot of strength. Squats, my max squat is only 130. only 130 kgs. I've always had issues going heavy on squats. I just find, I think because I go so deep. I've always made it a thing to just go so deep. Jem always tells me, she's like, you go way too deep.
Yeah.
And my butt winks at the bottom because I'm going so deep. And
like, it's a heavy weight, so it's like you don't really need
and I get really tight through the front hip flexors, and it just it happens really quickly for me. So it's a lot of work for me to do a lot of accessory stuff to build my squat to be structurally really good, because I just, my body don't like to squat. But I'm not saying I can't get good at squats, but like I'd have to put in so much more effort. And
you just don't have that body type, I feel, for a really good squat.
No,
it's just
I definitely
some people
don't.
just don't.
Yeah. But in saying that, I don't see as much benefit from going on that heavy in squats anyway. Like I just find you end up, like my legs are bigger than people I know who can squat 180 kgs, and I'm like the functionality of it.
Yeah, you don't
like
need a
I think it's cool to squat. Don't get me wrong. Like I wish my squat was better, but I just go for a lot of more so a full rep, focusing on a big contraction the whole time, higher reps. That's how I just like to train my legs. Deadlift 200 kgs. I got that in my comp prep actually just before. Natural too as well, you know, natural deadlift 200 kgs. Probably heaps of people can do that. What is your max bench? 125. So, well, 130 ages ago, like I said when I was on Get. Last and final question, metal and tricks. Hope I'm not too late. You're not too late. He just asked us a couple days ago. He said he's hope I'm not too late to the question party over here. Haha. As a fitness beginner, is it realistic to push for more strength improvement while staying in a small, consistent caloric deficit? 3 months so far, consistent diet and training. Haven't been able to increase reps for a few weeks though. Well, I guess you're trying to shred it in your strength training, right? Realistically, those are two kind of opposing goals, but I'm not saying you can't do it. Like, especially if you're a beginner, but if you've been going for 3 months and you're in lower calories, and your strength's gotten to a point it's plateauing out, it's probably because you're in lower calories. You know what I'm saying? So if you did want to, you know, get your strength better, you honestly, I was the same. I was like, nah, over summer this year, I was like, I'm staying lean no matter what. I'm still gonna strength train, and like, I just got to a point where my lifts just went like, bang. And it was because I was only eating like 2,500 calories a day. As soon as I bumped it up to like 2,800 calories a day, just the extra 300, I just started to thicken out with my physique, and my strength went up again, like straight away. So that's definitely probably your problem there, bro. So I hope that helps. So yeah, I guess that is our Q&A.
It was mainly aimed at you.
Oh, sorry, Bub. You want me to ask you a question to finish off?
I'm glad I was here for moral support.
What's your goals for next year?
You're
just going with the flow.
Just going with the flow.
Not a bad flow right now, is it?
No. I'm enjoying life finally. So I was a bit depressed at the end.
We got sent some donuts the other day and eat them. So.
Fantastic, yep.
You know, you'd be probably. Do you have Friday off? Jim sees orders. There's going to be a lot.
Let me have a wee check. I can tell you, because I don't know. No.
You're working?
9 to 6.
Oh god, it's going to be a rough day for me.
Damn.
No, maybe I might just go to Festival X in Brisbane, yo.
Yeah, fuck the orders.
Can you actually get Friday off though to help pack orders?
I don't know. I could check.
You probably could, eh? I think it'd be a lot easier.
It's hard because it's such a long shift. They need a manager. Like I can't just give it to a casual.
That is all good.
We should probably end the video.
Yeah. Alright guys, well that's the vid. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you thumbs up if you did. As always, Freeze fam. Appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed. And comment below anything. Yeah. We'll see you in the next vid. Jim sees Black Friday this Thursday night. We're going live with the new drop and the sale. It's going to be hectic, so. Hectic. That sounds like a...
Hectic, bro.
Hectic.